What's up, guys? Alright, this is just going to be a quick tip on it's another marketing thing to add to. I probably should have included this in one of my other marketing videos I had made, but I just thought about this. It's what is it, February 5th? I don't know. It's I've been plowing since, well, I plowed from Sunday night at about 10 o'clock until Tuesday morning, roughly, and then slept for a couple hours, and then Tuesday into Wednesday slept for a couple hours, all day Wednesday slept for 3 or 4 hours, and then I went out again about midnight last night and plowed till 6 o'clock this morning. And then I slept for a few hours, woke up about 9:30, took a shower, and went and plowed a couple more places. Parking lots that don't really have any time limits on them, and I went and took care of them. And so anyway, I'm exhausted. Now they're calling for another 1.5 feet of snow between Friday, let's see, what's today? Today's Thursday. So between Friday and Monday, they're calling for another 1.5 feet of snow. I'm supposed to work at breaks tomorrow, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm exhausted. Anyway, back to the marketing thing. So this is another thing I do. I don't know if it'll work for you guys. I just started doing it last year, and it worked very well for me. But there's a lot of properties I drive by in the summertime, and I see that other people are mowing them, and they just. You guys might think this is dirty. I really don't care. It's business. And I see it looks like crap, and they'll leave grass laying everywhere and things like that, and or just random places. I don't see anybody mowing them, but I can see stripes, and I can tell they're using a commercial business. Somebody's using a commercial mower on these properties. So I see them, and they're right near ones that I already do, and I'm interested in them. So what I do is I copy the address and I look at them. And I might wait till like after hours, like 5:30, 6 o'clock. In the summertime, it's still light out, but nobody's there. Like if it's a business, they're all gone. Like a doctor's office or a dentist office, insurance company, something like that. Or I'll even wait till 7, 7:30, and I'll go and I'll walk the property real quick. Just kind of take a look around, and now I figure out what I would do it for. I know how long it'll take me to do each thing, to weed whack, to edge, to blow it off, to mow it. I know how long it'll take me to do a property, and I'll just look at it, and I'll make a mental note of it. And then, I'll jot down a few notes, and I put it all in this separate notebook that I have. It's like my secret weapon notebook. But I put it in this notebook that I have, and then I just keep it aside. I leave it in my truck all the time, so I always have it taking notes throughout the whole summer. And then what I do is I make sure to write down the address. If there's a name of the business on there, I write that down. Or if it's just a doctor's office, I usually just put the address, make sure I have the address. Doctors change in out of offices all the time, but I just mainly keep the address anyway. So, and once in a while I'll take a picture of them, of the property, so I remember exactly what they are. But usually I know what I'm looking for. I know what they are, and I remember them. Anyway, the point of this is, come this time of year, like January, February, I pull out that notebook and I look at my notes, and if you're in this business, if you're in any business, you should have a bid form. I have a bid form that I use. It's a standard form, but it details it. I have it set up exactly how I want it laid out for everything, and then I have it saved to my desktop. So it's already said. I click on it, and then all I gotta do is add that customer's name in, and then any little details I change, and add the prices in, what I would bid that property for, and the payment options I give. Excuse me, and I make sure I put a date on the bottom of when they have until to reply to this bid, which is usually 30 days. That's what I give on all of them, because you wait, and you could leave a spot open for a bigger property hoping you're going to get it, and then you don't, and then you lost out on other properties you could have put in that spot. Anyway, So what I do is I take that notebook out that I had from the summer before, and all these properties, I fill out a bid for all of them, exactly what I do it for. I have a nice cover letter that I send to them, telling them that my interest in their property, why, and you know, it's got a little brag part on there about the awards that I've gotten from Lewiston Business Association, you know, my local town, things like that, for the way we perform. And then I put the letter and the bid form in an envelope. I print the envelope out with their address on, a nice professional envelope, and I mail it to them. You know, if they don't call me or I don't hear from them, then what'd you lose? You know, a few minutes of your time. But I got not last summer, but the summer before, 2013, I started doing that. I started making notes, all these properties. And last winter, that's exactly what I did, and I sent all these out, and I picked up, probably out of, I think I did 20 of them, I picked up 7 new properties, and they're all good sized properties. One of them's like, you know, it's not real big, it's not small, but it's not a big property, but the rest of them are all good sized properties, and I've gotten snow plowing off them, got mowing off them, and 3 of them are tax exempt properties. So, you know, I report what I'm making off them to my accountant, but I don't have to pay sales tax on them because I don't collect sales tax on them. That's how it works. If you don't collect sales tax, then you don't pay sales tax on that property. So I mean, that worked out even better. And those were churches, and one was a fire hall. But that's how. It's another method that could work. You know, you guys give it a shot, try it out. But jot down properties you want to do in your area and just look at them and figure out what you would do or what you need to make off that property to make it worth your time. And just keep them all in this notebook. And then over winter, when things slow down, you have more time, fill out them bids for it. Just mail it to them. I mean, if they call you, email you, whatever, you know, great. You can have a new property that, you know, you already know the property. You're not going into a blind. You've already looked at it. You know you want it. That's why you sent them the bid. But it's just another option. It's just another way. You know, I see a lot of guys say, man, I don't know, you know, how do you get commercial properties? And stuff? Go look at them. You know, don't look at it like, oh my God, this is a commercial property. Just look at it like, this is another house. Another house. Okay, if this much grass, this much weed whacking, and this many, like, areas to blow off were at a house, what would I bid that for? What would I need to make off it? And then bid the commercial property. You know, I mean, you'll find that usually with a lot of commercial properties, you can get more for that same size property than you would for residential, but at least you do it the same way you would do it for residential to get yourself in the door, to get yourself used to it, and then feel these companies out, and you can figure out what you can bid the following year. But at least do that to get yourself going. That's what I did, and I found a lot of them I way underbid, and then the following year I'm like, listen, you know, I way underbid this, and I was just completely honest with them. You know, I need to bump you up a little bit, and you know, just try to keep it fair. Can we meet in the middle somewhere? And they've all been reasonable with me so far. I mean, I'm sure somewhere are going to be like, oh no, well, I'll find someone else. We'll let them then. You know, if you're losing money, you guys seen that in my last video, know when to cut your customers loose if they're not making you money. But yeah, it's just another method for you guys. Go ahead, give it a shot. Find these properties. If you haven't done it yet, do it this summer when you're riding around. Keep that notebook on you. Take notes of the properties you want to do and what you would do it for. And then next winter, just start mailing them to them. What do you got to lose? It might work, it might not, but give it a shot, guys. It's just one more way, you know, and there's so many different ways of marketing, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have figured out so far if you've researched it, which you should have been, and you should continuously be researching it, but this is just one more way. So give it a shot, guys. I'm out.